Welcome to INKids TV. I'm so excited to have you here with us today. Who's ready to sing some songs, read a story, and join along with us as we pray with Jesus at the end? Let's go.
Are you ready for the Jesus Hokey Pokey? Here we go. 2. You put your right hand in, you put your right hand out, you put your right hand in, and you shake it all about. You give your heart to Jesus, He will turn your life around, and that's what it's all about. You put your left hand in, you put your left hand out, you put your left hand in, and you shake it all about. If you give your heart to Jesus, He will turn your life around, and that's what it's all about. Here we go! Give your heart to Jesus. Give your heart to Jesus. Give your heart to Jesus, and that's what it's all about. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You give your heart to Jesus, He will turn your life around, and that's what it's all about. Left foot in, you put your left foot out, you put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. You give your heart to Jesus, He will turn your life around, and that's what it's all about. Here we go! Give your heart to Jesus. Give your heart to Jesus. Give your heart to Jesus, and that's what it's all about. You put your head in, you put your head out, you put your head in, and you shake it all about. You give your heart to Jesus and you turn your life around, and that's what it's all about. Whole self, you put your whole self in, you put your whole self out, you put your whole self in, and you shake it all about. You give your heart to Jesus and you turn your life around, and that's what it's all about. One last time. Give your heart to Jesus. Give your heart to Jesus. Give your heart to Jesus, and that's what it's all about.
Hi boys and girls, I'm going to read you a story this morning about 40 reasons to trust in God, and it is a devotional and prayers Bible. Finding the lost sheep. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. That's in part of the Bible called John 10:11. From Matthew 18 and Luke 15, people of all kinds came to hear Jesus teach about God. People who thought they weren't as good as other people came. They were surprised that Jesus was happy to see them and that He often sat down to eat with them. People who had always loved God came, and people who thought they were better than others came. They grumbled about Jesus eating with the people they called sinners. So Jesus told them a story about a shepherd who had 100 sheep. A shepherd watched over his sheep carefully every day and every night to make sure that none of the sheep wandered away from the rest of the flock. He counted them 1, 2, 3, all the way to 100. But one day, when he was counting his sheep, he only had 99. One sheep was missing. One sheep had wandered off and might be in trouble. The shepherd wanted to find his lost sheep right away, so he left his flock in a safe place on the mountain, and he began to search for the one sheep that had wandered away. He searched everywhere, up hills and down, under bushes, behind trees, down in creeks, up on the cliffs. He listened carefully and finally heard a faint baa, baa, baa. Yes, there was the lost sheep, caught in a bramble bush, worn out, hurt and hungry. The shepherd picked up the sheep and put it around his shoulders. Then he started his journey home. When he got back to his flock, he cared for the sheep that had been lost, giving him food and water and a good place to rest. Then he called to his friends and neighbours, "Hooray! Be happy for me! I've found my lost sheep." When his sheep story ended, Jesus said, "Remember, God is like that shepherd. He rejoices over those who are always at his side, but he celebrates even more when someone lost is found." What a great story about the Good Shepherd. God loves you and he notices you as well.
Hi kids, my name's Kelly. For today's craft, we're going to make a sheep to resemble the lost sheep in the story you've just learnt about. You will need 2 toilet rolls, some scissors, 4 bottle lids, a texter, some string, cotton balls, some glue and some sticky tape. Alrighty, time to gather all your things. Let's get creative. To start with, we need to create 4 holes for the legs. 2 up the top, 2 at the bottom, and then cut 2 long bits of string, thread it through the first hole, out the second hole, and again at the bottom 2 holes. Now you have your sheep legs. For the feet, you might need an adult to put a hole in the tops of your bottle lids, thread them onto the string, and tie a knot so they don't fall off. Now we have our cute little sheep legs. Next we need to put a hole in the top of the toilet roll, cut this toilet roll in half and put a hole at the top and the bottom, just like this. Now you need to cut a long piece of string, tie a knot in the end and then thread it through the first hole and then into the second hole, through the middle and into the last hole. Tie a knot on top but leave a long piece of string up the top. Here is our puppet sheep. Time to cut out 2 small triangles to put on either side of your sheep's head for his ears. Then you can draw some eyes and a nose. Great job, guys! What's missing on our sheep? That's right, some wool. So you need to smother your sheep in glue and break apart the wool and glue it all over your sheep. Your sheep puppet is now ready to play. Meh, meh, meh. Hope you've had fun. See you next week.
Today is a brand new day and I wanna say thank you. Today is a brand new day and I wanna say thank you. This is the day that God